Hi Cancers, welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is your November 2017 finance and romance reading. I'm starting out with the Mary Queen of Angels deck by Doreen Virtue, and I'm just going to ask Spirit for a quick word of prayer that we can close the reading with at the end. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Cancer with clearly defined messages. And a word of prayer, please, to close with at the end of the reading. Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to not look at that card right now, but what I am going to do is I'm going to jump into career and finance. So I'm going to do a circle spread using the Sacred Circle Tarot by Anna Franklin and Paul Mason, and I'm going to be combining it with the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Cancer with clearly defined messages regarding their career and financial energies now on into the end of November 2017. Okay, so the card representing your path right here, right now, here on Earth at this time, is the Six of Cups. A little bit of nostalgia. Looking back at those beautiful cups, hopefully acknowledging that you can see right through them. They are empty. Again, this is the Sacred Circle Tarot, and I'm combining it with the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. Cancers, please. Career and finance. Okay, so they're saying maybe in career and finances what you're being nostalgic about is the way things were happening, the way things were going. Maybe something in career and finances changed. And Spirit's asking for you guys to be patient at this time. Now, in your mental aspects position of your career and finance reading for Cancers, it's time to rest and rejuvenate in your thoughts. Think about something that has come to an end. Each path comes up in front of us and we learn our experiences, and then we close that path and we move into another. Okay, and this is about you resting and rejuvenating so that you can initiate, give birth to something new, something beautiful, and something blessed. Maybe for the next 7 weeks or so. Now, in the relationship position, we've got obstacles and challenges. We've got identifying that something needs to change. So when you receive the Knight of Swords energies, it's important to deal with others, or tell others that they need to deal with you in a way that is more calm, to not have harsh words. Some of you maybe are trying to be patient with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini sun, moon, or rising. And there have just been obstacles and challenges with that relationship. In your creative inspirations position, Spirit is speaking of you remaining diplomatic. Because they're providing you, Spirit is with this purple card, with spiritual strength to be kind as you leave something behind. Spiritually, in this transition of us going from a number 1 year into a number 2 year and so on, I think this is a little bit about figuring out what did fulfill you. How can you put an end to the path you're on and think about fulfilling a new path in a new way differently? Don't allow the relationships with the obstacles and the challenges to be affected maybe by some sort of impatience. you are going to have the energies of the Strength card to be diplomatic with others, as some of you are taking action to move towards a contract, a partnership, a connection of sorts, okay? Spirit's saying stand your ground when you take action to connect with others. So it could be that you're coming into a spiritual contract, though I don't see it's spiritual. I feel like it's two people excited about an idea, but make sure you stand your ground when it comes to your goals, when it comes to that idea. Emotionally, some of you are having a difficulty with either, someone who could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, sun, moon, or rising, male or female, because this is general. But through some sort of communication that's been an obstacle in finances, I feel like some of you are just going to decide, are you in or are you out? And then initiate this new path. Rest a little bit. Take a moment. In your subconscious aspects position, we have harmony. So we have learning from an experience we came into connection with to learn about ourselves, and how now we can bring something to a peaceful resolution. Could even be with this person who's changing, or because of the obstacles and challenges, Spirit's saying, wait, harmony will return. Through your own spiritual change and patience and time to rest, you can stand your ground and move ahead with what you want. All right, so practical matters position. You have the power. When it comes to keeping your heart open, you have the power to be able to take the time to observe and to listen to your intuition. You have the power to take your time. Are you going to go in slowly, or are you going to rush in? Well, the King of Cups energies is asking for you to each day set a goal, accomplish that goal, move on to the next. And know that as you take those steps, you should start to feel a very spiritual strength coming in you, because you are somehow conquering this challenging energy by standing your ground, by initiating a new beginning, by making movement, making choices and decisions, realizing that it's time maybe for a resolution and to go find harmony elsewhere. In your inner strengths position, positive movement forward. Well, you seem to be fine with that. And there's harmony. There's a balanced connection. So the card representing the entire read is, there's two, they're beautiful. The first one is the sun. You will be shining like the sun. Happy and fulfilled with a decision that you took your time to be diplomatic about and strong. Look at you shining like the sun. And that is going to burn away the mental conflict that came with the obstacles and challenges for whoever's energies these are. Okay, this new path has great potential to put you in a leadership position of great prosperity, etc. So, Spirit wants to talk to you about being reborn. Now is the time to let go of the last 9 paths and the 9 paths before that, and to understand what it is you were meant to learn about yourself, and to allow yourself to look with this new sun feeling at this path for the very first time, and figure out who now, as you move forward and take control of your path, are you going to be allowing into your path? Are you going to connect through partnerships and alliances with? Through that patience and through that planning, you will find that a dream and hope and wish and prayer comes true when it comes to financial gain. Now is not the time for some of you to go off on an adventure after temptation. Careful what you wish for. Yeah, celebration might be good and fun. Could be even with a Pisces. But I see deception. I see the High Priestess trying to guide you clearly to the truth. There will be triumphant success if you take action to contemplate how this passionate connection for whoever this is will affect those around you. All right, so lots of messages. I'm going to quick clean this spot up. I guess in the meantime, I could lay out another 3-card summary to my left for clarification, because that's what I do. All right, so the first card we have listed in a 3-card summary representing this entire spread is the Temptation card. Going through, some of you, I feel male energy that I'm connecting with right now, are going through some sort of transformation when it comes to temptation. Wanting things before Spirit can line up divine guidance to create it. So they're saying, instead of sitting in negative energies of deception and or envy, know that you can release a shadow part of yourself, whoever this is. 2nd or 3rd week of November, and figure out how you may have caused your own disruption because of a certain perspective. But you guys are definitely going to be finding material and spiritual prosperity because of this whole process. Everything that's just happened was meant to take place. What you reap, you will sow. In the outcome position in the next 4 to 6 weeks, some of you, not all of you, are going to find that a solid and firm foundation is what arrives, because you went in a different direction, because you gave things, you planted your seeds. You went out and you took the steps, and that brought you the harvest and the fulfillment of wishes, which will provide you a solid foundation in your path. Spirit's saying you have risen to a higher level spiritually. Therefore, it was time to move on. And when you move on, there will be triumph. When you move on, you will be in a position of leadership and or maybe business ownership for whoever this is. Speak what it is that you want in a very kind way. And then work through the process of letting go. So you can have what you need. That's what I just heard. Whoopsies. Okay. Third eye. They're saying, listen to your third eye. We will provide you with hope. Thank you. All right. So let's look at some spiritual guidance when it comes to career and finance for you Cancers. Dear Lord, Spirit, Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign with clearly defined messages regarding their career and financial energies now on into the month and through to the end and maybe beyond the month of November 2017. Thank you. Okay, so they're saying exactly what I was feeling. Coming to the end of a path. Now it's time to contemplate a risk. Again, I'm going to combine this Wisdom of the House of Night deck with the Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Spiritual guidance and messages, please. Cancers. Career and finance. November 2017. Thank you. Okay. Ooh. I think that's why they want you to take some time. It's time for a risk, and they're saying choose wisely. When it comes to career and finances, take some time and contemplate what fulfills you. Look at that. What is the truth to what provides you with great confidence? Maybe some of you want to work with horses or animals. I don't know why I just got that from the horse card. Relationships. The High Priestess of Water is here to help you to maintain your emotions as love begins for some of you. She's going to guide you when it comes to your emotions as you choose wisely. So listen to your emotions when it comes to a new path in finances. In your creative inspirations position, we have the wisdom. So this is you guys, it's like the high priest. It's like you've come so far and you've learned. And now you can listen, not to what's being said, but to the actions of those around you. To your emotions with the high priestess who's guiding you. To help you to choose wisely when you take a risk. In your actions position, someone has a shadow side and they're not being truthful. So somehow you guys are going to have to take some sort of action in the next 5 weeks to get through to and communicate with someone, and then to watch and not so much listen. That's what's going to bring you to the wisdom of when and what this path is going to be. Emotional aspects. Wow. Okay, so bringing something to a conclusion. Okay, but they're saying with temptation, maybe, you know, I can't help but acknowledge what's going on here. I have to say that for somebody, there's a message here. I feel like it's a single person, not in a relationship. They are confident and they're trying to get to the truth when it comes to a connection, maybe to a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Sun, moon, or rising, male or female, because this is general. Listen and learn by observing. Somebody may be deceptive. And therefore there are emotions you guys may have that at one point felt like temptation and now may feel like it's time for a conclusion. They're saying the end. Subconsciously, the High Priestess of Fire is here to guide you guys when it comes to the steps to take. When it comes to finances, when it comes to setting goals. Listen to your intuition. In your practical day-to-day matters, understand that we are never trapped in a particular foundation or business or frame of mind. We are always free to move and to build elsewhere, to receive acknowledgement for our achievements. So those are your practical day-to-day things to focus on. What fulfills you? What makes you happy? You are not trapped. Choose wisely and pay attention. But be careful of deceit, and I might clarify that in a minute. Inner strengths. Taking steps in a direction, but are unsure. It's like, I feel like some of you know, because this is your inner strength, that someone's not being honest somehow. And that Spirit's saying is going to make you feel conflicted and or defeated. But that's why they're saying choose wisely. Ahead of time, you have the warning to pay more attention. Spirit's going to be connecting to you at your crown chakra. Okay? Helping for you to understand that, you know, we're all different. You got a white cat and a black cat, but they're both cats. And even though they're both cats, they both have different perspectives, different opinions. Some of you may receive a message that leads to heartache and loss, and Spirit's saying, remember who you're being loyal to when it comes to career and finances. It's fine to be loyal to the business, but it's most important to be loyal to you in your own path. It's time to move on. I see harmony and resolution. I see going from reaching out and connecting to another business opportunity or idea or path somehow to actually contentment, finding contentment, and understanding too what this meant to teach you. Everything happened to teach you about you. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, I definitely see movement, choices, decisions, and you have the energies of the wishing well. So Spirit's going to assist you when it comes to exactly the movements, choices, and decisions you'd like to come true. They're going to help manifest it with and for you. But you got to take the steps. They're not just going to say, ta-da, you know, they wait for you to take movement with your thoughts and your steps, and then they line up the energies with their wings, and they bring in divine timing and present your blessing. But you got to remain faithful. As you move forward, look at that, all by yourself, standing in your own ground. Stand in your ground. Stand your ground and say, this is what I want in my path, and this is how I'm going to live, and this is what's going to heal me. The clarity from the mental conflict. When I find this partnership and make that alliance, it's going to be beautiful because I took the time to be patient so that I could find understanding. I just love that card. I wish you could see it better. Sorry about the light, but it's just such a beautiful day. All right, so that was a lot of messages. Know that people tell me all the time that as they listen to the messages, when they receive their personal readings, that they acknowledge different messages each time they play it. So it's a good spiritual tool to refer to as you go through the next month and a half to 2 months to work with the messages and the energies to manifest what it is you guys are hoping for. 1 second. Magic. There we go. I have everything cleaned up. All right, let's move on to the love reading. Love reading, for those of you who timestamp, is 23.0. All right. I'm starting out with the, and thank you for time stamping if you do. This is the Romance Angel deck by Doreen Virtue. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Cancer with clearly defined messages regarding their love and romance energies now on into and through the month of November 2017. So the card representing your current life path here on Earth at this time, Cancers, is some sort of trip. Time to connect with others somehow. And again, I'm going to combine the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. Dear Lord, Spirit Guides, and Angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Cancer with clearly defined messages regarding their love and romance energies now on into and through the month of November 2017. Thank you. So have patience. Some of you may want to just take off and go on a trip right now. Get out of town and leave things behind. And I think a lot of people are with you on that. The card crossing, that is Spirit communicating that great love is worth taking, the steps you're guided to take. But some of you are coming up against financial and material changes that are preventing you from being able to take some steps that you believe are worth taking. In your thoughts position, for some of you, not all of you, a new person may have stirred your romantic feelings, or you have at least built that up in your mind, because some of you may have been discontent and bored. in your foundation. There is reconciliation, but through this reconciliation, there's some hardcore transformation, realization. And I think I'm going to clarify that in a little bit. In the recent past, maybe you forgave, maybe you learned that we all are individuals in our own path, and we connect to each other through our energies to learn more about our own soul. That not everybody does things on purpose, for we are humans and we sometimes just don't know better. But what's most important is we release and heal it by learning what the experience was meant to teach us about ourselves. So Spirit's saying, as you released and healed, hopefully, a situation that either was a celebration or a three-party connection. Right as some of you are going through, oh my goodness, in November, your spiritual transformation, your painful transformation, someone returns or has. This is the middle of November, or October, so I don't think that's what this is. I think it's in November. So in the next 2 to 3 weeks, there is a situation with children that's affecting your love life that some of you, not all of you, are hoping and praying for. Maybe just because they're children, you love them. You're hoping for the best for them. And someone's returning from your past, and some of you are having to be patient with this connection, even though you may be going through some financial and material changes. In the next 4 to 6 weeks, you guys are very attractive, and you will have the choice as to whether or not you want to connect fully in some sort of spiritual union. Wow. For some of you, it's someone at a distance, and you're trying to have patience because you don't have the money, or they don't have the money to take the trip. And you're waiting. Somebody reconciles, some sort of transformation that's harsh happens, and you guys have the next 4 to 6 weeks to realize that you're very attractive at this time, and that this union, it's like the union is attracting you. And some of you are figuring out, is it worth the effort? Spirit's saying you can call in your soulmate through your prayers, your affirmations, and your visualizations. By connecting with thoughts, messages, and prayers. By using your third eye chakra. In other words, maybe putting pictures of the two of you together up on the mirror, or whoever this is. Or is it even that deep? Make sure you listen to Spirit and know exactly what it is that you're hoping for. Some of you, not all of you, to pull into your path. Some of you may just be content and bored, and you're thinking about your children. But I also feel like there's a separate attraction that's almost kind of quiet in its own way, barely existing from a distance somehow. And there's some strong spiritual union there. All right, so in your hopes and fears position, we have you guys hoping, I would assume, for this past life connection, to make some sort of movement, choices, decisions. But the decisions may involve children. And there's some sort of reconciliation and spiritual transformation and intensity in the foundation. Having to wait to go through this transformation. And I think being held up by Spirit because of this other connection. I hope this makes sense to someone. It's like, I feel like there's more than one person here. Outcome position. It's time to retreat. Take a break. Focus on prosperity. For some of you, in the first week and a half to 2 weeks into November, You're hoping that something will rise to a higher level of commitment. Some of you are just sitting in solitude, waiting to clearly decide something. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, wow. For some of you, and this is what I was feeling before, passion's ignited, and then you guys find out that there's unrequited love. And if that's what you wanted, this is a warning ahead of time to say, don't go there. In fact, the outcome position is saying the signs are cautioning you about someone or something who may come in quickly. And that's where I see this person returning and kind of knocking you off kilter somehow. For some of you, I just have to say with finances here, they're showing me that this new financial path that you're contemplating is your destiny. Or there is a connection to that place that you were destined to work with. That would be a good partnership of sorts. All right, so to close, I'm going to pull and, well, look at the word of prayer we pulled earlier, and your word of prayer is marriage. Yeah, okay. I make a commitment to a healthy relationship with God, with myself, and with my partner. So we have marriage. And to close, I'm going to read from the book. You drew this card because your relationship needs loving attention. You've been out of balance lately with too much focus upon work and intellectual pursuits. Mother Mary steps in and asks you to stop what you're doing and to put your energy into your marriage. In fact, make a renewed commitment to it in all of your interpersonal relationships. Allow yourself to care about and to connect with each person that you love. For unmarried people, this card signals a positive and important change in your love life, provided that you open your heart and allow yourself to be authentic and vulnerable to others. Commit to developing your relationships at the highest possible levels so that they are truly love-filled. So before you let someone into your path, in case you are just discontented and bored, be patient and observe what this lesson that you probably brought into your own path about yourself, what it was meant to help you to maybe release from something. It's a very spiritual time. Yeah. In November. When it comes to relationships, I really feel like people need to really give their relationship, who are in a relationship, a good, hard last try before taking a risk. Because I see some of you having a lot of confidence right now, learning some new things, wanting to learn some new things, and then seeing passionate with someone who maybe doesn't have her sword up, who is not paying attention and willing to maybe bend a little bit. Nope, this is a partnership. Use your imagination to focus on your partnership. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, and you can take what you've learned up to now and build something much better. Express yourself. Think about that creativity. Focus on that path of creativity right now. I think more so than love for some of you. A lot of people, you know, we're starting to settle in for the winter, are getting a little bit bored, and it's like we need to start thinking of a creative project, something to do, something to fulfill us, so that we don't feel like we have to go outside of ourselves and find fulfillment through some other human being. Okay, all of our answers to contentment are right here. We just need to find them, and I think that's a big month for you guys in November. Just because of that, I want to pull an angel card. patience again. Now is the time to learn, to study, and to gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future, you will synthesize your knowledge into action. So build on your knowledge in the meantime of something that interests you. Do your research. Learn to do something. Oil paint, knit, I don't know, whatever it is that fulfills you. And then you can listen to your third eye chakra. Then while you're busy doing something you enjoy doing, through the repetitive nature, you're going to be able to communicate via subconsciously better. And Spirit will be able to guide you if you're open and ready to step in a new path. This new path financially for you guys is where it's at in November. It's going to make you very confident. And I think that'll change the way you look at things in love. I think you're going to get more clarity as you receive more strength. All right, so thank you for stopping by. I hope to hear from you guys in the near future. If I don't hear from you, I'll be sending another video out maybe mid-November or early December. Thank you for stopping by. Take care and God bless.